All right, what's poppin', y'all? Elijah back here. Monday Night Football has finished up. The Bills barely beat the Jets in a ugly Monday night game. Tons of penalties, 22. Just a frustrating game to watch at times. Felt like the refs tried to give it to the Jets, then they tried to give it to the Bills, then back to the Jets. Nothing really happened because of all these penalties in the second half, just drives getting stalled out. But in these games, like we mentioned with some of the college games, you just got to find a way to win them. And throughout all the missed field goals and, like we said, all the penalties, Bills found a way to get it done. And, we're going to jump on into it with Aaron Rodgers and how he just seems like he doesn't have it, and the dysfunctionality of the Jets. And obviously how having a top tier quarterback just makes such a difference. And we saw it with Josh Allen on the game clinching play. So before we dive into it, like and subscribe, comment down below. Let's have a convo. Tell me what you thought of both of these teams. And yeah, let's just get into it. Bills win 23-20. Both kickers miss a couple kicks, extra points, and 22 penalties accepted. I hope the NFL looks at this game and does a self-realization moment that this is not what fans want. It's one thing if there's 22 legit penalties, then it's like, guys, what the fuck are we doing? But you could say half of these penalties tonight were so ticky-tacky. And it just felt at times that they were trying to cover the spread. That's how it felt. At any moment in the game saying, well, we got to keep it close. We got to hit our parlays. We can't let the NFL lose money. That's how it feels sometimes when these refs call these insane pass interferences, these terrible roughing the passers, these questionable holds. I mean, in the third quarter, the Jets had probably the worst roughing the passer call I've ever seen in my life, with the Bills sacking Aaron Rodgers. They get it. It extends the drive. They go down. I think they missed the kick on that drive, but added life into that. Momentum could have swung back to the Bills. Then the Bills, they get their favor returned with just almost an even worse roughing the passer call against Josh Allen. And then on the final drive, on third down, Aaron Rodgers throws the ball over the middle. They call pass interference on the cornerback for the Bills, where he was barely touching him, and the ball was 3 feet over his head. So, just not sure what's going on sometimes with these games. But you can't blame it on the refs. And as coaches will say, you can't be in a situation to where the refs can dictate the game, which the NFL's got to get this under wraps. This cannot be happening. I mean, flag on every other play, it felt like. They got to clean it up. They got to stop being so flag happy. It's terrible. Especially on Monday Night Football. It's one thing to do this in a 1 o'clock game to the Falcons and fucking Panthers. Nobody gives a shit. But when you're doing it on Monday Night Football with the Jets and the Bills, huge Monday night matchup, it's fucking embarrassing. But the storyline of this game is going to be Aaron Rodgers couldn't get it done again on the last drive. And we can say whatever we want. He had a great game. Listen, he barely pushes the ball down the field. I feel like 85% of his passes are slants and quick screens. Every time he does pass the ball down the field, it's to Garrett Wilson. And it's either a good catch or just the timing is off. And the only reason they were really in this game is because of a fluke Hail Mary where Alan Lazard, give him credit, made a great catch. That has nothing to do with Aaron Rodgers. He's just throwing the ball to the end zone. The Bills made a terrible play. Every time you want to give the Bills credit as they're going into the half up 20-10, you think they're going to get the ball back 27-10, they give up a fucking Hail Mary. and you just can't take them seriously. But I can't take this Jets team even a smidge as seriously as I take the Bills. They fired their coach, which is the only thing going for this team was the defense. They come out, they're all hyped up for just these small little plays. They're just an emotional roller coaster. And they put all their chips into the middle of the table with Aaron Rodgers, and guess what he did? He threw a freaking interception to end the game. And you could say, oh, well, his receiver slipped, or, oh, it wasn't that bad of a pass, like he had to make a better chance of adjusting to the ball. Listen, that ball was underthrown. And Aaron Rodgers has just been doing this all season long. He's not the same quarterback. And his only source of offense through the air is throwing it to Garrett Wilson, where he just 22 targets last week, probably 15 this week. Alan Lazard made a couple nice catches, but you can't rely on him. So teams are just going to start bracketing Garrett Wilson, and then what are you going to do? They don't want to run the ball, even though their running game is very good. And, their defense couldn't make a stop in the critical time on third down. Josh Allen, beautiful play fake, fakes the screen, breaks the DN's ankles, runs for a first down, game over. That had to feel so good. They were chippy all game, both these teams. Personal fouls, unsportsmanlike conducts, jawing at each other. This game was for first place in the division. Jets fall to 2-4. Bills moved to 4-2. This was huge. Jets, you got to go face the Steelers. Then you got to play the Patriots. Then you got to play the Texans. So, Steelers, listen, we saw Aaron Rodgers get whooped tonight, and every time he takes a hit, it looks like it's just going to be a season ender. And now he's going up against a Steelers defense that would probably be the worst one to go against if you have a shitty offensive line. And obviously the Texans with Will Anderson and Daniel Hunter. Let's not rule out the Patriots with Drake May starting to show life in that Patriots offense. Their defense will start to figure it out. So Jets could be staring down the barrel of 2-7, 3-6. Not going to be pretty. You had to get this win. Silence the crowd a little bit, and you couldn't. And that's pretty much what your season is going to be. You're just not going to be able to get it done. And I got to say, I root for people's success, but as a team, man, does it bring me joy to watch this Jets team just get dismantled. It's so satisfying. Sorry, Jets fans. On the other side, the Bills, I don't know what to think of this team. You can't complain too much with a win. This was a gritty win. You're taking the Jets' best shot tonight. There's no doubt about that. They're amped up. Coaching change that always fires the team up. Backs against the wall. At home on Monday night. And you ended up getting the win in whatever way you'll take it. And so you got to feel good about that. But you start to get some momentum. You're up 20-10. Jets are going into the half. You're getting the ball after. And you give up a Hail Mary. It's like, what are we supposed to think of the Bills? Are we supposed to think, oh, they're a legit team because they got Josh Allen and, a couple solid running backs and he can do it all? Their defense is a little shaky, but they clearly don't lack physicality. But then there's just some plays where it almost seems like they have a brain lapse and they forget how to play situational football. So, obviously, they're the top dog in the AFC East. How far they'll make it in the playoffs as of right now, I would expect they win a wild card game, get bounced in the divisional round. But that's better than being the Jets and not even making it in general. So, outside of that, don't really have much else to touch on this in this video. It was a good game, but just a sloppy game. Tough to watch at times. And if you're the Bills, you're stoked you got the win. If you're the Jets, you don't know what else you could do because you fired the scapegoat and you still lost at home on Monday night, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't look any younger. So, with all that being said, guys, like I said, like and subscribe. Check out the videos later in the week. Obviously, a What News Wednesday and touching on some baseball stuff as well. The ALCS and NLCS has started. So, good stuff. Excited for Thursday night. Saints and Broncos, Sean Payton reunion. That should be an emotional game for him. Should be fun to watch Bo Nix and Spencer Rattler duel it out. Rookie versus rookie. So exciting things coming up. Obviously, Georgia and Texas and Alabama, Tennessee this weekend. That's going to be awesome. So a lot of exciting football ahead of us. Week 6 is in the books. Already a third of the way through. It's flying. So we're starting to see the teams separate a little bit. Who's the real ones? Who's the fake ones? So I'm sure we'll see more of it, guys. Have a safe week. Enjoy your day. Tomorrow, enjoy this video. And yeah, peace out.